Friends, welcome in. We're talking all things detox, detox products, and a reset because guess what? We're in January and we all deserve to reset our bodies in such a way that it works for us even better in the coming months. So stay tuned. You're listening to the Essential Oils Scoop podcast. We're here to help you confidently using essential oils in your daily life. No fluff, just real talk and practical tips. Each episode brings you education, inspiration, and of course, our scoop of the day. Let's elevate your wellness one drop at a time. Hey friends, did you notice I have my voice back, like 95% back? I'm super excited, but even more excited to share some information about how doTERRA is stepping into the game of detox in a way that makes sense, that is not harsh, but it moves things along that need to be moved along, and our bodies just respond so well. So, what we're going to talk about isn't new, right? Like, detox is not a new thing, it's not a fad, it's been around, but doTERRA is making it so simple for us. And Sarah, like, you and I have been educated on this for months now. So it's perfect timing that we're bringing it to you today.
Oh, for sure. I love how we're doing a 90-day, we're doing a 90-day challenge. And actually it started yesterday. So if you are actually interested in that, we'll put a link below in the show notes that you can join in on this 90-day reset. Um, and if you're like, you're listening to the recording way after this first was dropped, we'll be doing another one in three. We'll be starting back into another 90-day reset. So it's called 90-day reset. The first month is what we call the prepare month. And I think
Mhm.
it's really important to prepare your body. I love the analogy that when you're getting ready to garden, you have to prepare your soil, right?
Mhm.
um the idea that you put in your heirloom seeds after like just say I like my garden after winter, right? I'm just going to go throw in some seeds and pray and see what happens. No, I mean, yeah, you can, but how effective is it going to be?
Not really.
It won't be. It really won't be, because my garden had nutrients depleted from it last year when I grew all of my hundreds and hundreds of cucumbers and my tomatoes, right? So, like, all of these nutrients have been pulled out. So, what do I need to do to prepare that soil? I need to replenish and prepare that soil with what it's missing, right? So, some of the things that you could be missing are in our products. Your body could be missing some key ingredients to helping you feel more successful at some of your health and wellness goals this year. So, some of those key things you might be missing: vitamins, minerals, and greens. How are you with your vitamins, minerals, and greens? This is just a question. You don't have to answer me. I want you to answer
Mhm.
to yourself. How are you doing with those three key important things? If you're not doing so good, then let's introduce you to VMG, because that has your vitamins, minerals, and your greens, and it's bioavailable for up to it's definitely a bioavailable for over 8 hours, and they're running new studies as we speak to see how long it's actually bioavailable for.
Mhm. And
Because
that's
they,
huge. Sarah, the bioavailability is huge. When you said up to 8 hours, it's definitely more, but we can't give you that data until they confirm that data of the actual amount of hours it's being utilized within our body. And that's the utilization of a product that you consume is crucial. You could spend all the money in the world for a product, and if it's not being consumed and utilized in the body, what is it doing for you? Nothing.
it's just making your pee really expensive.
Right? Yes, and it's not supporting your overall well-being. And VMG, they've knocked it out of the park. They've absolutely knocked it out of the park with VMG.
Well, and I say 8 hours because that's like the Cadillac of studies, as if something can be bioavailable for 8 hours. So that's where they capped their study, because
Hmm.
that's like the Cadillac of the industry standards, right? Like,
Hmm.
industry standards, believe it or not, is bioavailable for 2 hours.
That's crap.
That is your standard in the vitamin world. Okay. So as long as it's in your system and it can stay in your system for 2 hours, you're golden. Okay.
According
Well,
to them.
according to the industry standard, okay, 2 hours.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, but like 3 hours from now, you might be like working out, running, doing something a little bit different. And you might need some of those extra minerals and vitamins, but we could only stay in for 2 hours, right? So
Mhm.
an 8 hour plus availability means like you can take it in the morning and it's available still for you at 6 o'clock at night when you're off to the ball games for your kids and you're walking through the fields and then you're going to have to like bring your chair and your stadium chair and like all of that stuff that you're carrying along. You're going to have the extra vitamins and minerals that your body needs to get you through and sustain you through your later afternoon and evening activities.
I agree. I agree. The energy levels, the gut health, the digestion, the immune support, the liver support, brain hormonal function. Yes. Why would you opt for a two when you can opt for a minimum of 8 hours support? Yes. Yes, please. So that's why VMG specifically is going to be part of the whole 90-day reset experience.
Mhm.
You're resetting the terrain. The analogy Sarah used about the soil, you know, tending to your soil, this is a big part of that.
Yeah. And then like also that's part of the full 90 days is you're going to see the omegas, the omegas. Why do we need omegas? Like, let's talk about omegas for a second and why we need omegas because they're your omega 3, 6, 9 fatty acids, right? Why do we need those? Those help with reducing inflammation. They help with brain health. They help with what's the word?
Inflammation.
Yeah, well, yeah, inflammation. Um, but they are so like I don't even know how to explain all of this to you. What you would have to do to have your omega 3s, your omega 6s, and your omega 9s, you would need like to eat lots of flaxseed and chia seeds and fish. But you need these, and these actually do help with reducing heart issues as well. So if you've got some heart and cardiology issues, this is a great thing to be taking. But definitely for brain health, and you know me, I'm all about that brain health. Like we need to be, I very much need to be focused on that brain health.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I'm not saying oh yeah because you do. I'm saying oh yeah, sign me up as well. So I'm reading some notes here because again, I need to read it multiple times for my brain to retain it. And I love that in the DMK for those that do doTERRA digital marketing kit, it gives us the information we get to share with our our people with the world on social media. And I love that I'm reading it delivers 900 milligrams of pure molecularly filtered fish oil with 800 milligrams of EPA and DHA, plus 100 milligrams or mg's other omega 3s, plus 300 mg's of wild orange. Now, the studies that they did was when they paired wild orange with the E omega, it amplified the effectiveness. It just made it that much richer and absorbable and so much better for us. So no one else can do that. No one else on planet Earth has the ability to incorporate wild orange essential oil with their omegas. It's just super cool and it doesn't taste like fish. Like side note, who likes the taste of fish in a pill? No one, right? Am I right or am I right? Like
Oh my gosh.
it's a
Ours are so good that I will actually bite into them and I will
yeah,
just chew them. And like they almost like a healthy gusher, if you know
okay.
what
I can
gushers
see how
are.
you're like connecting that. Okay.
Yeah, you bite into it and you get the like this gush of stuff. Like if
Hmm.
you've ever had a gusher back in the 90s, if I'm totally dating myself, 90s, 2000s, you'd bite into a gusher and you'd
Oh
have these
yeah.
little fruit snack things.
Hmm.
So unhealthy and so much red dye. But they were tasty, right? And you didn't mind the taste. So yeah, the omegas are just kind of like a healthy gusher.
Yeah, and you can, I've seen a lot of people incorporate it into their smoothies, like prick it or poke it with something and just, you know, put it into a smoothie or
Mhm.
slushy or whatever. Or I just bite them or I swallow them. I don't have an issue with swallowing larger pills, but if you do, just know they don't taste like fish. And that is part of the detox. That is part of your plan when you're wanting to set up 2026 as the year of detoxing things that don't serve you and moving forward with much more ease in your body. Another product that is readily available to you, and I would recommend everyone doing, especially when I was sick lately, I increased the consumption of this, and that is the MetaPower Mito 2 Max, mitochondrial energy. Mitochondria is the energy of the cell, right? So, promoting our body to work with ease and work with more energy is going to catapult the rest of your body into the direction it wants to go. And it wants to heal and restore. So, MetaPower, and don't think of this, and I know we've highlighted this before, but don't think of this as your Red Bull at 2 o'clock. Don't think of this as your third cup of coffee jolt. No, that's not what MetaPower Mito 2 Max was created to be. And it doesn't give you that fake energy. It gives you enhanced stamina for your cells on a cellular level. And so when I was sick, my body's fighting very hard to fight off what it didn't need, but it also was depleted of a lot of energy doing so. So Sarah's shaking her head like, "Oh yeah, it makes total sense." Upping my Mito 2 Max helped my body, in my opinion, heal a lot faster. My body knows what to do when given the right tools. And this was just one of those tools to support the mental energy, the physical energy, help my body relax when it needed to relax. Sarah, is there anything you want to say about Mito 2 Max?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I would actually recommend the book Good Energy by Casey Neems.
Mm,
If you have not read that, it's a fantastic book, or listen to it on Audible. It's so good, and it really talks about why mitochondrial energy is so key and important to our health. Couple things about when you are, because that's like a cellular level thing, right? Like this is at the cellular level, and when you're helping those cells create that, like they're gonna, what do cells do? They replicate themselves, right? Like that's their whole job, is to replicate themselves to, for whatever system you're using, right? And so you want them to replicate the healthy cells. You want them to be at their peak health to replicate healthy cells. We do not want to replicate cells that are not good, they're unhealthy cells. When you start replicating unhealthy cells in different parts of your body, this is where you get diseased. Okay. So we
mhm.
want to replicate healthy cells, not unhealthy cells.
Rusty cells.
Yeah. And definitely we don't want rusty cells because that's even worse. Okay. So there's
Hmm.
unhealthy cells and there's rusty cells. And a rusty cells is the worst kind of unhealthy cell. Okay.
Love it. Hmm.
But even like when you're getting something like the common cold or flu or something like that, that isn't has much detriment to your health as the rusty cells, right? We
Hmm.
still don't want to replicate those bad cells. Because when you continue replicating those cells, that's what holds on to all of those all the things you're feeling. The longer fevers, the extra long coughs, the longer it's staying in your body longer because you're continually replenishing unhealthy cells.
Hmm.
So we want to stop that and start replicating healthy cells. And that's when you get better because you're replicating and having that immunity and you're building up those healthy cells.
Yeah, I love it. So that is a product that is readily available to you. And if you are starting right now, just know that's the perfect time for you. We have the link below the show notes to join the 90-day reset wherever you are in that reset. Or maybe you just want to join that group so you can see the transformation from others before you take action, because that's okay. Get with like-minded people in this community to learn more. That's what it's there for. Now, part of the reset that you get to tap into is a product called Revitazen. And it's advanced organ detoxification complex. That's what it is, Revitazen. We also have the Revitazen essential oil blend, and they can both work harmoniously together. And specifically for the 90-day reset, that's what it's doing. Now, I can tell you, I've already run through a 90-day reset. I love the response that my body gave me, and I'm here for round two. My liver needs more TLC than the normal person, and so I get to choose into this. And one of the things I've loved to do is actually remember to dry brush around my liver and kidneys with Revitazen. I love taking Revitazen essential oil under my tongue. I know, call me crazy, but sublingually every single night for, oh my gosh, maybe 10 days now. Before I go to bed, I'm actually putting a drop underneath my tongue. So simple, right? I put it in my bathroom so I don't forget to do it after I brush my teeth, but it supports the healthy filtration of your liver, gallbladder, kidney function, opens your detox pathways more to promote the bioflow that's needed. Like, friends, we are not supposed to be constipated. Fun fact. We're not supposed to. Everyone poops. We all should. We should have at least one beautiful bowel movement a day. And for a lot of people, because of the modern diet and the lack of movement, our human body is weighed down and sluggish. So think of Revitazen as your aid to helping your body safely detox what no longer serves it. Sarah, what would you love to share with about these products?
So I love the Revitazen um capsule, the soft gels or capsules or whatever you want to
Hmm.
call them.
Hmm.
Complex, okay, the complex. They are that special two chamber capsule. So we it's a two chamber, which most the doTERRA is kind of like that's their proprietary design. And so so it gets to where it needs to go. And I think that's a really key important thing. The other thing is I love the smell of the capsules. Now, they're different than the smell of the oil. Okay. So the oil and the capsules smell differently, but the oil capsules smell like tacos. And I know that
They do.
sounds like the silliest thing, but I open it up because it's got the cumin. And so, like, I open it up and I just like smelling the bottle because it smells like a flippin' taco. And I love it. It smells so good. So it makes me want to take it because of the smell. And I know that sounds a little weird, but if you are a taco girly, you might want to take you want to take it just because it smells so good, right? But the important thing in black cumin is so good for liver immune function. Like this is why we want to have cumin is because of that liver functionality. The This complex is so good to help with liver and kidney toxicity. And that's huge because if you've got toxic stuff being stored in your kidneys and in your liver, it will cause long-term health effects.
Hmm.
And those aren't fun health effects, okay? We're
No.
talking you could have long-term kidney disease. Do you know what that means for you? If untreated
Dialysis.
long-term, yeah, dialysis, exactly.
Hmm.
And that's not fun, people. That's not fun. And
Mm-mm.
then liver. Do you know what kind of issues you can have with your liver if you don't take care of it now?
Cirrhosis. A lot of there's a slew of things that I unsubscribe
There's a
from.
whole bunch, right? There's so
Mhm.
many. And it's going to affect so many other parts of you. Think about this. I mean, inflammation, constipation, edema, all these things, right? It affects. It also is going to be a hormone imbalance. And let me tell you, as someone who has very recently, in the last few months, worked on a program to get my hormones to start to balance, and I'm seeing the amazing effects from that. This is a very key factor of helping your hormones to balance is getting is part of this whole prepare and doing your whole reset because this is so good for you. If you are a mama or wanting to be a mama, doing this 90-day reset is such a good idea to help your body prepare. And that's what we want, right? We're preparing the body. And this is such a good thing. Um, it's not recommended while you are pregnant. So this is a great thing if you're like, in a couple months, I think I want to start trying. Get yourself on this program
Yes.
now and prepare your body to be the vessel it needs to be.
Well, in my personal life, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Sarah, because there's been a lot of women in the past 10 years that with the age group I'm in, there's been a lot of struggle for a good majority. And then some were able to get pregnant with ease. But having this protocol, having this 90-day reset is only going to support you, your human body in thriving and being the best vessel it can be for whether it's pregnancy, whether it's just preventative care, right? These are preventative measures that you get to give yourself on a bi-yearly basis. Or if you're in the boat I'm in, I have some work to do. I had some labs that I weren't happy with. I'm in the reversal stage of the things that showed up. So I get to take action because my body still says, hey, Vicky, there's plenty of time to heal. So guess what you get to do? You get to do that work. This is part of the work. And I'm grateful. I am absolutely grateful. I will scream it from the mountaintops. So when you're ready, because you have to be ready, when you're ready to make powerful changes in such a simplistic way and in a way that your body's going to respond long term, then this is for you. It's always going to be here for you. And I can't wait to share the space on in our Facebook group with you. I can't wait to hear what this 90-day reset does for you and the outcomes you're seeing. But you get to choose. So hopefully you choose you today and take action. Sarah, out of the first, we're in the first phase, right? We're talking the 90-day reset, but specifically in month one, what do you enjoy taking on a daily basis out of all of this? Like what do you think you've seen?
Well, I'm gonna pick two because I think
Okay.
the PB Restore is really key, and we haven't even talked about that one yet. I think PB Restore is super key. I also love taking VMG. Like VMG is so
Mhm.
simple and so easy to take, but the PB Restore, I feel like this is something. This is like one of those. This is something for everyone. Meaning everyone should take this. Okay, and I'm gonna read you a list right now of top uses for PB Restore.
Okay.
And I'll try to run through them very quickly so you're not here all day listening to me, but this is a extensive list. Flatulence, constipation, diarrhea, malabsorption, irritable bowel, compromised immune system, leaky gut, allergies, autoimmune diseases, anxiety, depression, mental disorders, infections, compromised metabolic performance, or declining cognitive function associated with gut-brain connection, um, colic, and this does inhibit colic, so it can be used for expectant mothers. So this particular product, remember I said you can't do the whole thing, but you can use this. This you can do.
Sarah, the list that you just ran through, people were coming into my mind. Like I couldn't help but think of, oh, this person, this person, this person, myself, my husband, my sister. Like, oh my gosh.
Mhm. So don't
I
sit
I'm a
there.
little blown away. I
Yeah.
forget and I'm human, right? But I forget sometimes the magnitude of impact that our products can make.
hmm
I wish you could see Sarah's face. She's like, yeah,
This
yeah.
this one is huge. I make my child with Crohn's disease take this one
Mhm.
in particular, and she can tell on the days she doesn't. So I highly
Just
recommend this
saying.
one.
I did not
Like,
know she could tell on the days that she forgets.
oh yeah, that, and she can also tell if she forgets to take her peppermint soft
Yeah.
gels, which is not part of this, so we won't talk about that. But yeah, two products, her favorite two products. These are her two favorites right here.
Wow.
So
Friends.
VMG, guys, is my favorite to take because it's so easy, but my favorite result one is PB Restore. So that's why I had to pick two.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's fair. That's totally fair. Mine in here is the VMG and Mito 2 Max, the MetaPower, just because I've learned from I'm just learning about mitochondrial function and how crucial it is. We want the energy of we need the energy in our cells. But the truth is that a lot of our cells lack the energy it needs. And that's a big problem. So
yeah.
get that book that Sarah recommends. I'm going to go through it again on Audible
Mhm.
because it's not just a once over for me. There's so much goodness in that book.
And when we're talking about PB Restore, 'cause I guess we should probably discuss a little bit, just in case people don't know what it is. That's your pre and pro biotic. Okay, it's your prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic. Did you know you're even supposed to do a postbiotic? Did you know this? Probably not. So it has 29 total strands, 22 different species, and 18 billion, that was with a B, CFUs.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
promise you, if you go look at some of the things that are being sold in the store for pre and pro and postbiotics, you will have to buy multiple products to equal what this one product has in it.
Yeah. And
And
okay. Oh, go ahead, Sarah.
and it's in that dual capsule. So it gets into your gut system where it needs to and doesn't just get all of the um, probiotics gets all taken up just by stomach acid. And that's what happens with a lot of these probiotics and prebiotics that you see in the store. You don't see a whole lot of postbiotics, by the way. That is not something you see just like at Costco or Walmart or anything.
Mhm.
You have to actually go to a nutritional store for that. But I promise you, hold me to this, you will not find one singular product that will have all of this in there on the shelves that has the delivery system that we have.
Yeah. A PB Restore is amazing. And so I'm reading Cliff Notes here and I want to read it to you before we let you go. But supports health and GI tract, it supports healthy, hold on, dyslexic over here. Supports health of GI tract, particularly the upper and lower intestines for healthy digestive function. Again, I understand why your daughter has to take this, right? Restores intestinal flora that has been compromised by digestive stressors. Okay, check. And it promotes colonization of friendly gut flora because there's good and bad, right? We want to support the proliferation, the colonization of friendly gut flora. And this is one of your tools that will give you the best bang for your buck. So, friends, that is part of the first phase one, month one of a 90-day reset. We invite you into the community. We wish you nothing but a healthy 2026 and beyond. And Sarah and I both know in order to do that, we need to feed our bodies what it deserves and what it's been craving. And this is part of it. My scoop of the day is to take action. Either join the Facebook group so you can be a wallflower and just learn a little bit more about what is available to you, or, if you're a doer, then you take action. Use one of the links below to purchase your first month of the prepare phase, and we will see you on the inside. Sarah, what's your scoop?
My scoop is if you buy this and set up your monthly, if you're not on loyalty rewards, this is your first time ordering, I would suggest, this is just a suggestion, you put this as your month one. You go through, and put the next one for your month two, and then you go through and you put the next one for your month three. That gives you 3 months, okay, on loyalty orders. That will get you a free digestion. If you do that in the next 3 days, so if you do that by the 15th of this month, you're going to get the free digestion. Okay. And then next month, you're going to get the free castor oil. And then the following month, you will get the I forgot what it was called. I think it was like
Auto tumbler,
the
auto,
auto tumbler or something like that. I can't remember what it was called off the
it's
top of
like
my
a
head.
smoothie blender bottle
Yeah.
on the go. Hmm.
Yeah, it's called the self-stirring tumbler and it's super cool. It's rechargeable. It's so cool and you'll get that to be on the go with your wellness. And I think that's pretty amazing. We'll talk about each month for the next 3 months. We'll bring you the next
Phase.
grouping and then you'll know what you need to have and to put into your orders. And then you'll also be able to get some of these free awesome products if you put in your loyalty. If you start your loyalty rewards order and buy these products today, you'll be able to on the third month get that free self-stirring tumbler. So that's a pretty awesome deal. So there's my scoop. My scoop is you get these awesome products for a great price and you get like these cute little free products each month. So what's stopping you? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Essential Oil Scoop. If you've enjoyed today's scoop on essential oils and want to stay updated with our latest episodes, exclusive content, and special offers, be sure to follow us and opt into our exclusive newsletter. Just head on over to our website, theessentialoilscoop.com/newsletter, and opt in today. For more wellness tips and monthly inspiration, connect with us on social media. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. And please feel free to share and tag us on all of your essential oil adventures using the hashtag the Essential Oil Scoop. Remember, your wellness journey is our priority. We are here to help and support you every step of the way. Thanks again for being part of our essential oil family. Until next time.